Welcome to Thursday. It is Meet the Press Daily. Good evening. I'm Chuck Todd here in Washington, where the president is trying to assure the public that the U.S. is prepared for the coronavirus as the number of cases rise around the world and as public health officials in the United States are now grappling with a situation in California after the first case of the virus was found in someone with no known link to others with the infection. Markets are clearly rattled. Wall Street tumbled again, down for the sixth straight day. Today was the single worst day for a point drop for the Dow and the S&P ever, not percentage-wise, but the single worst day point drop, as stocks are on track for their largest weekly loss since the 2008 financial crisis. I think we're in official correction territory there. Japan took the drastic step of asking all the country's schools to close for a month, even though it has not experienced a sharp increase in reported cases. Even Facebook is doing something it has been loath to do, banning misleading ads, which is a practice it still will not do for paid political ads, even if they knowingly spread conspiracy theories, but they are doing it for coronavirus, they claim. And as the president tries to tamp down on the escalating public anxiety, in an election year, mind you, his success or failure may depend on the public's trust in government institutions and its faith in credible information about the virus that's disseminated in the media. Except the president has spent the better part of 3 years now trying to delegitimize many government institutions and deriding what he and his aides call the fake news media. Just yesterday, Mr. Trump attacked press outlets he doesn't like, claiming they're trying to make him look bad by inducing panic. This is the president of the United States saying this. Yet it's the president's own loyalists in the right-wing media, like recent Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient Rush Limbaugh, who are using conspiracy theories to sow doubt about information coming from public health officials, who happen to be also appointed by this president. And President Trump doesn't appear to be doing anything to stop the Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient or anybody else. Politically speaking, this president may have to reap what he has sown when it comes to the public's trust, or lack thereof, in the institutions built to keep this democracy healthy. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.